What is up, Scorpio? How are y'all doing? It is time for your extended reading for February 2024. I'm just going to take one last look and see if I left any crumbs on the table from the main monthly reading. I do have an announcement to make, though. So, for the extended readings, I've decided to do something that I've never done before. I actually have a full extended career and finance reading for each sign of the zodiac. Because in 2024, y'all know that we're about to be stepping into the craziest financial times that any of us have seen in recorded human history. And that's the reason why I decided, rather than just do like one little career and finance section, in the middle of a love reading, I've decided to do a whole video for each sign of the zodiac. But those are only available through my school as a downloadable. So the link for the Scorpio finance reading is in the description of this video. Also, for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, check the description of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right. So we're going to start this off with the person that you're thinking about, person you're interested in. Singles, basically. Single Scorpios. Is there anything I left on the table? Did I leave anything on the table? Death card reversed. You know that's you, right? You know that's you, boo-boo. Okay. Wow, this is weird. This is conflicting. This is very conflicting. So, okay. First, we got Seven of Pentacles reverse Tower card, which feels like, and the Queen of Swords. So, for some reason, I don't know why, you're taking the logical, practical approach to this situation. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, I'm going to look and see here in a minute, but for some reason, it feels like you are coming to the determination that you might be wasting your time with this situation, and it's time to just end it and be done with it. However, this isn't something that you can just easily walk away from. So you're having a hard time ending this and being done with this. This is weighing down on you very heavily. Matter of fact, I think you being connected to this person is actually more of a burden to you than anything. Okay. Well, that's about the only way I can spin that spread there. Let's see what signs I have on the table here. I got Aquarius, Gemini, and Scorpio. Okay, well, that was quick. Let's see how this person feels about you, then. How's this person feeling about Scorpio, then? Eight of Pentacles. Temperance. Well, with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups in the reverse, I'm not even 100% sure if this person even wants a relationship with anybody right now. That's what that feels like to me. Because the Two of Swords is all about being up in your head and being unable to make a decision. And the Ten of Cups, that's in the reverse. But I do think this person does have an interest in you. They just don't want a relationship right now. With all these pentacles here, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, it almost feels to me like this person's much more concerned with hitting their financial goals than settling down with anybody. And of course, I was going to try to steer around it, but the cards just keep coming out. Obviously, they were burned very badly in the past. So, I don't think it has anything to do with you personally, though. I don't think so. Why? Maybe if they're stringing you along, or maybe just not making a decision. Maybe for some of you, they may be sending some mixed signals. An earthquake just happened just now. I thought I felt that. I was tripping for a second. Wow, that was weird. Okay. All right in the middle of the live too. I'm sitting here, I'm like, was that a fucking earthquake? I'm like, nah, be cool. Don't break your flow. And then my wife just texted me earthquake. I was like, oh shit. Whoa. I felt the whole room go. Wow, that was weird. Okay. Anyway. All right. So let's keep going. Okay. Well, let's see. Should we get the advice on this? Yeah, let's get the advice on this. What's the advice? What is the advice? Boom. Okay. Two of swords in the reverse. A decision has to be made one way or the other, and I feel like that's what you're doing. So, with a situation like this, we can't be up in our head thinking, waiting, wishing, hoping for too terribly long. There should be a little reasonable grace period anytime we're connecting with somebody, and especially if it's a new potential love interest. There should be a little grace period. And, but I mean, there should be a place where we draw the line after a certain point, So I think this situation has crossed that line to the point to where it's like a decision needs to be made. Either I'm going to pursue this or I'm not. One or the other. And I'm not going to say that you should or shouldn't do one or the other. I mean, if I was in your shoes, I personally wouldn't be sitting around wishing and waiting for somebody to decide to be with me who doesn't know if they want to be with me. But that's just me. I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong. I wouldn't waste my time with that if I was you. But if you do decide that you want to pursue this, take action towards it. If you don't, then don't. Okay. Let's see who's coming in next. Who is due to come in next? Who's coming in next, and what's the first thing you're going to notice? Somebody going through a rough transition. Why does that always come through for the person coming in next? Why does that always come through like that? That's so weird. Okay, so this person's very independent. Very independent. So one of the first things you may notice, this person also feels kind of cold, dude. I don't have one cup on the table here. None. I don't have a single cup on the table. I do have the King, Queen of Swords, though. So it doesn't really seem like this is going to be a connection that starts off really heavily emotionally. But we do have the Ace of Swords here, which would indicate really good communication. So that's probably the first thing that you're going to notice, is that it's not a really heavy, intense emotional connection in the beginning, but you probably communicate with this person better than you've communicated with anybody, like ever. Yeah, see, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords. Beautiful communication. Okay. But I think both of you, because we had the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is both of you trying to keep your emotional distance from each other while you're testing each other. Like you're basically wanting to put them through some tests to make sure that you can trust them. And they're doing the same thing to you. This feels to me like both of y'all got trust issues. So it feels like to me. Both of y'all got trust issues. I still don't have a cup on the table here. Still no cups. Still no cups. Ah, there's Two of Cups reversed. So this is not this is not starting off really intense. Probably going to start off more than likely with communication. We just talking, messaging, texting, you know. Let's see what their actual intentions are. Let's see if they can be trusted. Can this person be trusted? Do they want to be with you? Do they want something serious with you? Six of Pentacles reversed. This person is a little bit self-centered, a little bit stuck on themselves, a little bit greedy. High Priestess, Magician, Emperor reversed. They do have some insecurities. Okay. All right. So, I mean, deep down at the deepest level, they want to be able to jump headfirst into this. They want to. They're just scared. Scared and insecure. You know. And why is it most of the time, whenever you see something like this happening in a new connection, why is that? Because of something that happened in the past. Now, thankfully, I don't have a bunch of past cards coming out here. That's usually what happens. But you have to think, why else is somebody afraid to jump headfirst into a relationship? Because the last time they did that, they got their heart ripped out most of the time. Oh, speaking of which, as soon as I said it, the card came out. Okay. But they don't have bad intentions, though. I don't think they have bad intentions. It doesn't look like they're trying to play games with you. It doesn't look like they're blowing smoke up your ass. They're not leading you on. They're not stringing you along. So that looks good. This person's probably a little bit superficial, kind of materialistic. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as they're willing to connect with you emotionally. There's nothing wrong with a 10 of Pentacles relationship as long as the two of you have one cup to go with each pentacle, right? Let's see how this is playing out for the first 30 days. How's this playing out for the first 30 days? Hang on, not ready yet. Hermit reversed. Sun reversed. Okay. Yep. Slow. Moving slow for the first 30 days. And you're actually probably struggling to feel a connection with this person too in the beginning. Page of Cups, Lovers, both reversed because it's moving so slow. I don't know who it is that's trying. You know, honestly, it feels like both of you. I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like both of you are kind of putting the brakes on this situation in your own way. Avoiding conflict. Conflict's being avoided. That's good. So I'm not seeing you all butting heads or arguing or any drama popping off. But it does kind of feel like there's a little bit of tension in there that could end up leading to some kind of drama, possibly. But it's just moving kind of slow in the beginning, you know, and I'll give you an example. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to happen, but here's the example. We meet, we talking. I know that you're interested in me. You know I'm interested in you. So we text every day after work, and then we go hang out and do something on Friday, right? And then that's our little routine. Text you in the morning, then I go to work, text you on lunch break. Then when I get off work, I come home, and then we text and talk, maybe FaceTime. We do that through the week, and then we go on a date on Friday. Kind of slow. It's not like we're just jumping right into this and trying to move in together and then getting engaged in the first couple of weeks. And that bullshit. You see people do that sometimes. It's moving kind of slow in the beginning, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if there's any advice for this situation. Any advice? Any advice for the situation? Communication. Y'all are already doing that. But be sure communication stays fluent between the two of you. Okay? That's what you need to establish, is clear communication. Work on articulating what is going on in your heart and mind. Work on that. Okay. It can be tricky, but be sure that whatever it is you're feeling, do the best that you can to be able to communicate that clearly. And if there's anything you're confused about, make sure you are patient while you establish a level of communication with this person so that they can communicate to you how they're feeling and what's going on. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to, ask them, well, so what do you feel about this? Or what's your opinion about that? And don't judge them for how they feel. That's one thing I see happens in new connections and new relationships. There's this issue where some people out there have this thing that they do where they judge people because they don't feel the way they think they should feel. And it's like, you can't make somebody feel the way you think they should feel. So let them communicate how they feel, and don't judge them for how they feel. And let them know that they are safe expressing how they feel without judgment. And then the same on the other, make sure that you both have that communication going in the first month. Okay. Past person. Past person. Person from the past. Anything happening? Anything else I left out on the table? Ooh, this person's watching you very closely. They do be keeping an eye on you, that's for sure. But the star card's reversed, and the death card. It's looking kind of like a Dundala to me. I don't know if this is you, them, or both of you. Honestly, looking at it right off the bat, this feels like their energy. We'll see here in a minute, though. 7 of Cups, out exploring other options, wanting to find somebody new, ready to start new and start fresh. So with the death card, it's done. But this person is still keeping an eye on you. The two of you are still karmically tied. So there's still a karmic tie here. Absolutely. Could be an Aquarius for some of you, or it could be a fellow Scorpio, even though this feels like your energy there. So, this person's still pissed off at you. They still pissed off at you. Okay. All right. Let's see how they feel about you, though. What are their real feelings towards you and their true intentions at the deepest level? Ooh, they've been waiting on you. They've been waiting on you. They think that this person, or they think that you are going to end up making a return and come back to them. They've been waiting on you to break the silence. And usually whenever I do this part of the reading with a past person and the Three of Wands comes out, especially as the overall energy, I always have to ask the same question. Have y'all done this before? Have y'all done this before? And the reason I ask that is because for those of you who don't know anything about the tarot, the dude here in the Three of Wands is waiting for his ships to come in. Okay. Now pay attention to how I said that. He's waiting for his ships to come in. He's not wondering if his ships are coming in. He knows they're coming in and he's standing there waiting on it. So this would indicate to me that in this person's mind, they know you're coming back. Now, are you? I don't know. But in their mind, they're convinced that you are. Now, why else would somebody be convinced that their ex is coming back? Why would they be convinced of that? Either they're just making this up in their head and they just think they're God's gift to the dating world, or y'all done this before. Have y'all parted ways and you came running back before? Is that what happened last time? I know that's not everybody, but I know it's one of you. So they're waiting on you to break the silence. But I don't think they're waiting with open arms. I don't think so. The King of Swords in the reverse. They're waiting with a nasty, shitty attitude and a chip on their shoulder. But if you ain't breaking the silence, they ain't breaking the silence. They're walking away. And I got a feeling that for a lot of you, you ain't breaking the silence. So if you ain't breaking the silence, it's done. It's done, dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's get the advice on this situation then. Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to contact this person? Ace of Coins. Four of Swords reversed. Look, Three of Wands is the advice for you. And it's depicted much more clearly in this deck. As you can see, this dude's waiting on his ships to come in. But you can see that this ship is clearly fucking coming in. It's depicted very plainly in that deck right there. This is saying that you should wait on them to break the silence. Especially if they're the one that fucked up. If they're the one that left, don't you go running and chasing after they punk ass. If they're the one, like if they left you for somebody else, don't you go running and chasing after them. Now, I know it's a different situation for everybody, but I think the majority of the Scorpio collective that needs to hear this message is dealing with a situation where somebody left them. Okay? If they think they can find better, let them go find it. Let them go find it. Respectfully. Go on and find it. Go learn for yourself. Go learn for yourself that you done fucked up, AA Ron. Come on now. Yeah, see? 8 of Cups. So if they want to come forward and communicate like an adult, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But this is saying you should not, at least right now. Now, in the coming months, I don't know. We'll see how this situation evolves in the coming months. But the way it's looking right now, in this current moment, in February 2024, it would not be a wise idea to go running and chasing after this person, because they're going to assume power over you and use that to their advantage. You know, and I hate to sound this way, but this is true. In a connection between two people, which person has the most power? Who has the most power in any kind of connection? Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a family dynamic, or two people who are estranged. Who has the most power? The one who cares the least, right? Now, I know it's fucked up, and I'm not saying take advantage of that. I'm not saying, take advantage of that power or try to use that power or try to manipulate the situation like that. I'm saying be aware of that. Be aware of that so that you understand how it works. So that if you're the one who cares the most, you don't give your power to somebody who's going to take advantage of it. That makes sense? Because there's people out there, man. I don't condone it. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's cool. But there are people out there that the minute you give them the littlest itty bitty bit of your power, they will take it and run with it and use it all to themselves. They'll use it, take advantage of it, use it against you, manipulate you, play with your feelings, play with your mind. You give them just one iota of your power. So I don't think it would be a good idea right now to give this person a single iota of your power. Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. We'll see how it looks in March, maybe April, May, somewhere in there. We'll see how the energy grows and evolves as the year progresses. But for right now, if this person doesn't want to come forward and be a grown fucking adult, leave them be. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that my Scorpio friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. I have an announcement to make for those of you who are just now tuning in. I announced this at the beginning of the video. For February, I have decided to do a full career and finance reading for every sign of the zodiac, because 2024 is going to mark the beginning of the craziest financial times that any of us have seen in recorded human history globally. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. So I've decided to put some career and finance readings together as a whole video, unlike what I normally do. When I normally just throw career and finance in the middle of like a love reading is what I normally do. But now, if you would like the link for the Scorpio career and finance reading, that is available in my school as a downloadable, and the link is in the description of this video. Also, for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all that information is in the description of this video as well. All right, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.